What's up, guys? You know who it is. You know what it is. DJ Alex Star Toxic TV. 2 R's. Yeah, I did it. You knew it was coming. You knew it, didn't you? All right. Right now, guys, I'm about to get into some of your questions and give you some answers. These are questions that were left by you guys down there, and I'm going to answer some of these questions. I picked out some good ones for some good people, and yeah, and I'm going to start doing this more often, and getting with you guys. I know I don't always get to answer you guys' questions directly, so now I'm going to shout your names out there and answer your questions for you, okay? And hopefully I can answer them to the best of my ability that you can grasp and it helps you out. If not, just say, LX, I asked you that question, you touched on it a little bit, but can you go deeper into it for me? And I will, okay? But before I go into the Q&As, guys, you really got to get out there. You really got to get out there, and you guys got to get out there quickly and pick up your DJ gear. I got some DJ T-shirts and hoodies out there from my company, I Spin. It's a dope shirt, and big shouts out to everyone who's already gotten theirs already. It's for a great cause. The proceeds are going to the homeless, and I really want to get this kicked off because I want to do this video and show you guys exactly where your money's going, because I'm going to go out in the field live and I'm going to disperse money. As I always say, I'm not going to Red Cross anybody to where you don't know where your money's going. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put the money in the field so you can see where your money's going to. And in return, you're getting a dope shirt, a dope hoodie, It's got them in all colors, football jersey looking things. We got them in the hoodies, It's good, man. It's called I Spin. And it's a simple logo and design on the front, it is good. You guys really got to go check it out. It's on Bonfire, bonfire.com/I-spin. But the description is going to be, in the description box. All that'll be down there for you, okay? Now, let's jump into this Q&A. And the first question comes from Leanne Kyles. Leanne is a newcomer. She just subscribed yesterday. And yeah, Miss Leanne, I told you I was going to answer your question on video, and here we go. Miss Leanne says, I'm 59 years old, and I'd like to play music. I don't beat match, I don't mix, but I keep the music going. Can I become a DJ with little experience? And the answer is yes, you can. You can. Everyone starts from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Everyone starts from somewhere. No one just popped out the womb and said, hey, look, Doc, I can DJ. It doesn't happen like that, You go through trial and error. In order to go through trial and error, you have to get out and just do it. Just do it. Just go for it. Do it. If you really love spinning music and, the DJing has intrigued you and has really, really gotten your interest, do it. As I said in my other video, there's no such thing as being too young or too old to get into this business. There's none. None. Anyone who said different, they're a hater, flat out, or they just don't know what they're talking about. They're talking out the side of their necks. So we don't listen to those. Okay. So yeah, Miss Leanne, get out there, try it, start small, family reunions, or maybe you want to have a party yourself at your house, have a party and put your playlist together, but you have to really dedicate yourself, meaning you can't be running back and forth, sit down and play dominoes and get up and switch to the next song. No, you want to go through the whole thing. You want to know what this is like. You want to go through the whole experience of being a DJ, stand in front of your laptop or whatever you're spinning your music on and do it. If you really want to take it the extra mile, go get you a small controller. They got some for a couple, maybe $100. You can go on eBay and find them even cheaper than that, probably. Little small ones, you don't have to get it in super big unless you want to go that route, but I advise you to start small, till you get comfortable with it. And don't spend a whole lot of money until you're like, hey, I want to really try this. I really want to go the extra mile, have some fun. Maybe you want to make a little bit of extra money on the side. Maybe you just want to genuinely just have fun because you just genuinely love music. It's okay. Get out there and try it, okay? Hopefully that answers your question for you. If not, let me know. Hit me up back down there and say, hey, Alex, you answered my question a little bit, but I want you to go a little bit deeper into that for me, please. And I will do that for you, okay? All right, see? I got your questions. I'm listening to you, and I'm going to do this more often, going through y'all questions and getting back with you, okay? Let's do it. Our next one comes from, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Ive Akilla. Yeah, Ive Akilla out of Canada. What's up, Canada? He asked me how to go about changing different genres. When you say change different genres, I'm taking it that you mean like when you're DJing and doing your thing, you're doing a set, you know, and you want to jump from maybe hip hop to dubstep or something like that. You know, it's like I say all the time, it doesn't really matter the genre really as much as it matters the song. The tempo and the song, okay? The tempo and the song. If the tempo goes right with what you're already playing, cool. Now, all you gotta do now is make sure you got the right song with the right beat and everything that goes along with this song. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get into songs with super melodic intros after when you're in the middle of playing something that has a lot of melody in it itself. They begin to clash. You don't want to do that. You want to catch the song where it's flat, you know what I'm saying? You know, but it's not hard to do. You know, you can beat match, you know, if you can beat match, do it. If you want to drop it on the one, you can drop it on the 1, 2. Just make sure it's the right song so it'll transition smoothly, okay? Okay? It's nothing wrong with going from genre to genre. You're going to have to at some point because people want to hear different stuff. They don't want to hear hip hop all night. They don't want to just hear dubstep all night or EDM all night or country music all night. You got to mix it and chop this up, all right? You got to be able to mix this up. And there's ways you can do that, you know, rather if you're going from, like I said, hip hop to dubstep or EDM to country or hip hop to country or whatever it is, just the right tempo, the right song, catch it at the right point to bring it in nicely, okay? And avoid songs with, you know, a lot of melodies and a lot of heavy sounds in it and try to beat match it and blend it in with a song that's already on that's at its high point with a lot of sounds and craziness going on because it's going to go and sound crazy, all right? So avoid that, okay? Hopefully that answered your question, man. If not, like I said, let me know. And if you got any more questions, let me know, bro. Okay, moving on. Skylar Coburg asked me, how do I make my beats? Well, there are a lot of programs out there you can make beats with. You got Fruity Loops, you know, you can make beats on Reason, Logic, GarageBand. There's a lot of things, a lot of programs you can use. Me myself, I like to use MPCs, you know, load up sounds, samples, use my keyboard, manipulate sounds. But I also love Beat Thing. I do Beat Thing, and I love using Beat Thing. This is a dope program. I love it. Same thing. It works just like an MPC. I have the Beat Thing virtual, but it's just on the computer. And I like it because I can go anywhere in the world and just log in and just do my thing. You know, it's a really dope program and it's inexpensive and it has every single tool that you need on it. When making beats, I mean, one thing you don't want to don't get into the thing of copying someone else's technique. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you that advice all back. That's where you have a lot of people like when the producer Lex Luger came out with his sound, everybody began to copy it. So much so that even take like beats that were made for Rick Ross, right? You started seeing, I know all of you seen this. You go on little beat forums where people sell beats and it's Rick Ross type beat. T.I. type beat. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how, you know, people are like they're sharing a brain. Break out the box, do your own thing, develop your own technique. Yeah, but those are the programs. That's what I like to use, man. I love to use Beat Thing. It's dope. I have fun with it. It's great. I like to use the MPC. You know, it's just dope. It makes things easier and you can really bring the creativity out yourself. Fruity Loops is dope if you know how to master it and use it, like the producer's edition. Yeah, it's nutty. I have friends who use them and it's nuts, man. So hopefully, you know, that answers your question. If not, once again, let me know. I am listening to you. Okay, next we got Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo asked me, which do you like better? The Pioneer DDJ SR or the Newmark NS7 III and why? I've owned them both. I imagine you probably see my old video where I had the Pioneer on the table. Then you see my new videos where I have the NS7. I like them both. But I think the reason why I love the Newmark is because it gives, the NS7 gives you that authentic feeling of a turntable, you know, with the vinyl on top and it's actually spinning, the jog wheel actually spins. Pioneer is dope. Don't get me wrong. I love Pioneer, you know, especially, you know, how they have the little light on top, you know, first, you know, let you know the music is spinning, is cool. But the DDJ SR didn't have that. So you pretty much have to make your marker yourself, you know what I'm saying, and do it the traditional way, but just on platters. And the platter didn't spin, which means it has that 1 second ping. You know what I'm saying? You would never really notice it if you're seasoning, you know what you're doing, you're cutting and scratching. It's cool to use, it's really cool to use, but it doesn't sound as authentic as what the NS7 is going to do for you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, the jog wheel is actually spinning and has a vinyl record, and you can go nuts on the thing, and it offers a lot more options. And at the same time, I love the durability of the NS7 III. This thing is built like a tank. When you pick this thing up, it's like, oh yeah, this is not a toy. This is definitely not a toy. Keep your hands off. Yeah, this is not a toy. It's a controller of confidence. So when you are on it, you feel confident. It's a great size. The platters are a good size. And yeah, I love the NS7 III, man. And a lot of things you can do with it. Plug other things into it. Plug your CDJs into it. It's the Pioneer DDJ SR, you can get away with one, but the NS7 just offers so many different things that you can do with this thing and plug into this thing. It's really nuts. I love the NS7 III. Like them both, but love the NS7 III. One of the best controllers I've ever owned, actually. Next, Pascal Camastro. Okay. He said, he asked me, say if you wanted to have a street DJ style, like the 80s or the 90s, how do you do that? I did touch on this a little bit with him, but I'll do it again in the video for the sake of anybody else who may be wondering. Now, to have an 80s or 90s street DJ style, you must understand the 80s and 90s DJ mindset, understand? Which means you need to go back and do your homework on how they did things, because they did things different. The 90s was different from the 80s. The 80s was also different from the 90s. So you really have to understand the concept of how they did things then. It doesn't so much matter the music, and the music does not matter. And no one needs to come on here and say, oh, the music made a difference. No, the music did not make a difference. For the simple fact, you have DJ Scratch, who's doing his thing, who's from the 90s, doing his thing. He comes from EPMD and all that, and he's still doing his thing with music of today. And sounds awesome. He's awesome like he never lost a step. You have DJ Jazzy Jeff, who comes from the 80s and who's still doing his thing like he never lost a step. So the music doesn't matter. The time of the music doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is the style, technique, and mindset, okay? Because you never lose that. You just transition it over to the next generation of music. But the concept never changes, okay? But you have to develop your own technique like those guys did. So what I would recommend is look at some of the 80s DJs. There are a lot of documentaries out there, from the 80s, and the 70s, who were DJing and doing their thing. Really watch them and understand them and look at how they were doing things, Look at old videos, Eric B, when he was doing his thing, Eric B and Rakim, where rappers actually had the DJs in the video doing their thing. Cop some of those old albums, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The album was called He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper. Get that joint. Jazzy Jeff has 2 tracks on there where it's just a dope beat playing and he is getting down, just tearing the record up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for that type of style, you have to go back to that era, that generation, to understand the mindset and the technique of the 80s and 90s DJ. Okay? Now, moving on. We have DJ Antonio Sly. DJ Antonio Sly asked me, where can I get free music? Because not everyone likes to buy. I hear you on that one, bro. I don't know a lot of places where to get free music from, because I've always just pay for my music. It's just easier to go into DJ pools, because a lot of the free ones that you come across, and there's some out there, but you have to be careful of them, because some of them are like them share program things like Bear Share used to be, but you download a lot of music from Bear Share, kind of found you download like 53 million viruses at the same time. You have to really be careful of those free stuff. And then with free music, there's always the cyber feds out there, so you have to be mindful of that as well. Sometimes it's just not worth the problem, because they, believe it or not, people think it's a joke. They actually enforce this stuff. So be careful, man. Just be careful. A lot of people also will tell you, you can use the YouTube downloader, but you see my YouTube video on that. I just don't recommend that really, because the sound quality is not, Some of them are all right, but some of them are just, and you never know what you're getting until you spin it. So, and you have to really be careful about, like I said, the free sites, because you don't want to download a bunch of stuff, that's just, I know they had one out there, it was MP3 Skull. It was around for a while, but once it started really getting around, they shut that joint down. So you're going to be hard pressed to find them free ones. And if you do, not saying they're not out there, I'm pretty sure they're out there. So none of you DJs come on, they're out there. Don't say they're not. I just said, I'm sure they're out there, okay? I just don't really deal with them like that. I like to get in the DJ pools. Plus, you get all types of different benefits from being in the DJ pools, the ones you pay for, all kinds of musical benefits. So, yeah, the free ones, they're cool, but you just never know what you're downloading and uploading to your laptop. So be mindful of that, okay? Next, we got Zachary Agezu. I hope I pronounced that right. Or I'm going with Agezu. That's what I'm going with. Aghaizu. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Okay. I was asked, okay, I want DJ gigs at a club. Is the most effective way email, calling the club, paying for entry, or just travel there to speak to the manager? My answer to that is all the above. I did a video with how to get gigs, in the clubs, you know what I'm saying? And you can do all the above, but, when it comes to actually going out there and meeting, the manager, like I said, KISS. Keep it short and simple, okay? Because you're not the only person who has been in this person's ear about DJing. When you show up, make sure you have a mix in hand. Make sure your social media is right. Not meaning you got a bunch of followers. You want to have some followers too, but the main thing is that you have a place to display your music. And have a big body of work. Don't just put up 2 mixes on YouTube and say, okay, I'm ready to go talk to the manager. It doesn't work that way, because there are guys out there who have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 mixes out there ready to go. And those are the guys who end up getting the job, because for one, it shows they're consistent and they're serious about their craft. All right. So, do all the above. Definitely email them, call the club, show up, pay for entry. If you pay for entry and get to the manager, that's even great, because you're like, hey, I didn't just walk up here to rip you off, to try to talk to you to get in the club. I pay for my spot. I want to talk to you. I'm going to still have fun. I love coming to this club. That's why I want to DJ it so much. I'm trying to get my start. Everybody started from somewhere. I'm not saying your DJ's garbage. I'm not rating your DJ. I think he's dope. But I'm just trying to, get in somewhere to start lifting my name off. You know what I'm saying? And step to him that way. Don't come across sounding like a hater, because he's going to go just like this. The ear you're trying to reach is temporarily disconnected and is no longer listening to you. Okay? So avoid sound like a hater. Okay? Hope that helped you, bro. Okay. Moving down. SG Llama. S.G. Llama. His question is one big question. Where to get mainstream songs in other languages? There's 2 ways that I know of that you can do this, okay? 3. You can search, the web. You can Google, that kind of information, and which is probably the number one thing I recommend to you, because I'm pretty sure there are sites out there that you can get this done. Another one is to cover songs. You can look for cover songs, you know what I'm saying? And this way also ties in with the last way, and that's to go on iTunes, but look for cover songs. People cover other songs in different languages all the time. But I want to tell you this though, and maybe this will help you out. A lot of the songs that you're going to be looking for to convert into a different language, if it's a hit to those people, chances are, and I said this in another video, they already know the song. Chances are they already know the song. So you don't want to show up with another version of it, because then they'll look at you like, that's not the guy who made this song. And some of them might even take it as an insult, like, oh, what you think, we stupid? Like, we don't know this song? Like, that's why we asked for this song, because we know the song. So you got to use some judgment on that one. Because if it's a hit, and people over there where you're trying to, whoever you're DJing for, if there's a language barrier, if they're asking for that song, chances are because they already know that song already, okay? I mean, I said in the video that I've been overseas before and spun a record, and I'm talking about people I couldn't understand nothing they were saying. They really couldn't understand me that much but a little bit, but we got around the language barrier. But once I played that hit song, those same people who we had the language barrier with, they were singing the song word for word. So, you know, I wouldn't focus so much on getting in different language, but that's your thing. And, you know, you just think it's cool and that's what you want to do. Sure, go for it. Look it up, Google it, check for cover songs on iTunes. You know, look on iTunes for different, you know, versions of music. And yeah, you should run into something. And if you do, let me know so I can come back on here and tell everybody else who may be interested in that as well. That was a good question, bro. Very good question. Okay. Sully Saul, SULLY, Sully Saul said, he asked me, what was your favorite gig? A wedding, a club, a corporate event, and why? I think my favorite would probably be when I did, I believe it was the 134th United States Marine Corps Ball. That was awesome. You know, if you look in my montage video, you see that I have that up there. It was like, dude, it seemed like the whole Marine Corps was in a building. And it wasn't just like this for a little small company on a Marine base. No, it was the Marines was in the building. I had fun. They were fun. You know, I love the energy they gave, and it just made me go that much harder with them. We had a good time. Shout out to First Sergeant Lowry. What's going on, man? I never forgot you, bro. You know, shout out to the whole Marine Corps. You know, shout out to the military, period. You know, for what you guys do. Salute to y'all, all of you, the men and women of the military. You know, it takes balls to get out there and do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was my favorite. You know, I had a good time. The Marines, man, these dudes party, man. I've done a lot of stuff for all the branches before, but these Marine dudes get it in. And that was one of my favorites, man. Probably my favorite. You know, I have to say it was a tie between that and Taylor. I believe her last name was Alvarez, I think. I did her party. They turned the whole club, a whole hotel ballroom into a club. And we turned into an EDM club, and we turned the joint out. And it was dope, and it came out nuts. It was her Sweet 16 party, and it turned out great, and I loved it. It was great. Now, moving on. Hey, my daughter out there, she's going nuts. It's bedtime, and she don't want to go. She's a fighter. I'm not going to bed. You're not going to make me go. Yeah, you're going. Now, the last one comes from DJ Zed. DJ Zed asked me, how should I promote myself to get higher paying gigs? Good question. One thing you want to do, again, it goes back to social media. You want to have a good social media presence. I don't mean like a lot of followers. I mean just putting your name in circles. You know, make mixtapes. Put mixtapes out there. Mixtapes are different now. You know, they're streamed now. But it doesn't mean you can't put them on CDs and go out to the public, not sell, but give them to people. Give them to people. With all your information, everything listed on the back. You know, give them to people. People appreciate this method still, believe it or not. People love to get things. Oh, no, you want to give me a seat? Sure, it's for free. All right, I'll listen to it. People like that kind of stuff. And you'll be amazed of it might drop into the right hands. You never know who you might have just handed it off to. Put it all over the internet. Put it everywhere. Get with an independent distributor and put them everywhere where music can be downloaded. And hey, make some money on the side as well. You know, with an independent distributor, you know, it's going to every stream site known to man, and they can be sold. You can make you some money off the mixes. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Do it. That's a way to get around. The thing is, you have to walk it, talk it, be it. Understand? Walk it, talk it, be it. Understand? Before you even reach there, before you even achieve it, walk it, talk it, be it, and you will achieve it. Walk it, talk it, be it, and you will achieve it. Think like your name is big. Walk and talk like your name is big. Think of yourself as a superstar. There's nothing wrong with it. Understand? Because that energy will radiate. Understand? And you'll be amazed at the energy that will come back to you. Understand? So, you know, be confident. Step out there. You know, put your name everywhere. You want your name seen and heard in every corner and crack of the internet and the world. Any way, any place, do it. Make posters of yourself, flyers, tack them up. Put them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, make a big splash and get yourself known all through all social medias, all that stuff. Okay. And that's another thing, guys. You guys started hitting me on Instagram. My Instagram is kind of low because I hadn't been focusing on. I've been focusing on YouTube, talking with you guys, but I want to build my Instagram up too, guys. So hit me up on Instagram. I'm about to really start paying attention to my Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram, DJ LX Star. It's the same. Hit me up. And we'll talk with you. You know what I mean? So, again, that's the Q&A. I'm going to be doing more of these Q&As, more of them. I'm also going to get back on my live kick too to all my people out there who be like, yo, LX, where you been, man? We've been sitting here waiting for you to come on live, man. Where you been? I'm about to get back out there, all right? I'm about to be back out there. And like I said again, guys, don't forget. It's going to be in the description. Go on and get your t-shirt, get your hoodie. It's for a good cause. People need help sometimes. You never know when you might need somebody to help you, okay? So the proceeds are going to the homeless. It's a good cause, guys. Somebody has to help. You understand? The powers that be aren't doing it. Sometimes you got to take the power and be the one who's doing it. And that's what I'm doing. I want to do something to make a difference. Because I know when I was down, people helped me, and I want to pay that forward and help the next person too. You should want to. It would make you feel good. I'm out there doing the leg work in the field. Your dollars are making it happen and help change somebody's life. You never know. That hoodie you bought might have put somebody up in the hotel for a night. That's one night they don't have to sleep on the street. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, that one night of not sleeping on the street might inspire them, to do something because they got that one night where they can sit down and really just think. And you never know what that one moment does. All it takes is one moment to change time in history. Understand? All it takes is one moment. All it takes is one person. Sometimes all it takes is one handout, $1 to help change somebody else's life. Okay? So let's do that, guys. Let's do that. Bonfire.com/I-spin. It's going to be down in the description. Definitely check it out. All right? Check it out. Okay, guys, that's the Q&A. It's out of here. I'm DJ LX Star. This is Toxic TV. And you know my motto. Deuces. Peace. See y'all in the next one. Woo!